Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the collective for all signs for June 2nd, 2020. I just want to send a huge virtual hug to all of my new and returning viewers and subscribers, and I just want to thank you for being on this journey with me. I also want to send my love, light, and peace to everyone who's experiencing this really sort of crazy energy and the upheaval that we're experiencing is affecting all of us, okay, to some degree. And so I just want to let you know that, guys, I've got your back. I'm here for you. And, you know, together we're all going to be just fine, okay? So I'm sending out my love, my peace, and my unconditional love to all of the places in the world that are being affected by not only illness, by upheaval, injustice, and violence, okay? So I just want to make sure that I'm very clear about that. Now, let's go ahead and jump into this reading. We're going to call in spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and our ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for June 2nd, 2020. Messages for the collective, June 2nd, 2020. Messages for the collective, June 2nd, 2020. King of Pentacles. That's Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Ace of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Knave of Pentacles. He came out yesterday, didn't he? Your overall energy here is the Five of Pentacles. Boom, love this energy. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. More explicitly, it's Mercury in Taurus. Okay, speaking of Mercury, we have Mercury moving into Cancer. Okay, it's going to go retrograde, I believe, on the 18th. But I really want you guys to sit with that energy of Mercury in Cancer. It's going to be the need for nurturing, the need for love, the need for searching for that maternal figure or that energy. For my light workers out there, this is you. You are going to serve this purpose, okay, for others to come out of the cold, okay? People who are feeling alone, people who are feeling isolated, people who are feeling, left out in the cold, abandoned, with not enough money, not enough food, not enough love, not enough something. So for those of you who are healers and light workers out there, this energy is coming towards all of us, okay? Because there's a lot of stuff happening in the world. And this Mercury in Cancer is going to really heighten that energy of needing that reassurance, needing that maternal figure, okay? That feminine energy. All right, so this is a beautiful energy, though, because, you know, the Five of Pentacles is actually Mercury in Taurus, and Taurus is talking about your needs. What is it that you need? Are your needs getting met? Are your emotional, physical needs, spiritual needs getting met? Again, light workers, make sure that you guys are holding space, that you're grounded, that you're protected, and that you're being prepared and you're aware of this energy that's coming towards us, okay? It's a beautiful energy, but it's also time to step up, and it's time for all of us to step up and really anchor ourselves in a place of unconditional love, okay? Because we do see, this Ace of Cups coming out in the reverse. So the need for unconditional love at this time, okay? Because the collective, the world at large, is feeling this Five of Pentacles energy, but not in the reverse, in the upright. And so the message here is this is going to change, okay? But it's also calling on the light brigade, calling on the spiritual warriors, calling on you guys who are listening, to really stand in unconditional love and serve as that anchor, as that Mercury and Cancer energy for others, okay, when they need it. But it also is asking you to be discerning, okay, because it doesn't mean that you have to do that for everyone, okay? So do trust your intuition. So the first card out here is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is that earth energy, and it's about stability. It's about, I'm really picking up, again, this is a message for my light workers. It's a lot like yesterday's reading. This is you guys. We need to hold space. But in order to hold space for others, we have to be grounded, we have to be aligned, we have to be doing our work, okay? And we also have to remember, because the King of Pentacles recognizes that he has to be okay himself. He loves to give, he loves to take care of others. He's the person that people go to when they need a loan, when they need food, when they need a hug, when they need to be nurtured, okay? Just like the King of Cups as well, that emotional energy. But he's the person a lot of people are coming to, and this, light workers, is your energy. The need to be anchored, aligned, stable, and grounded, and also discerning, because unlike the Queen of Pentacles, sometimes she has this, she overgives, and when she overgives, her stability is weakened. But he knows that in order for this to continue, in order for him to do what he loves to do, to continue doing it, he needs to be okay himself. Okay, and this is very, very clear, Spirit's message here. This is for my light workers. Okay, all of you listening that are holding space for others, no matter where you are in the world. We get the Ace of Cups in reverse. This is that Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Again, the need for unconditional love. This cup is overflowing. There's a lot of bad stuff, okay, that's going around. We're getting a lot of bad news. There are a lot of people who are upset, and rightfully so. There are a lot of people who are really sick, okay? There are a lot of people who have lost their jobs, who have lost loved ones. This cup, okay, this cup is drained, okay? And there's a need for that unconditional love. And again, this is where my light workers and my healers, my Reikis, my yogis, you know, everybody listening to this is where you step in. Okay, but using discernment, okay, because you need to be okay first. But make sure that you're anchored and you're grounded, you're aligned. And if you're not feeling that way, you're going to have to step back until you do, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. And I guarantee you, you're going to see a lot of other readers out there who are taking little breaks, okay? And it may be staggered, okay? But the energy out there for us is really dense. Okay, but it's a beautiful thing. This is why we've chosen to be incarnated here at this time, to help the world. Okay, so this is not how I thought this reading was going to go, but here we go. All right, the next energy here is the Ace of Pentacles. This is in reverse. So you have two aces in reverse, which is actually, you know, regardless when aces are showing up like this, it is about a new beginning. This is about the bigger picture, you guys. This is all about change, the change that needs to take place, the change that is taking place, and how it's not easy. Okay, but it's almost like there isn't any other option. Okay, remember that fire energy is ether. This is spirit. This is your connection. Okay, this is something that also cannot be ignored. It's also going to be really important timing. Take your time, be discerning. You know, who are you nurturing? Who are you giving your energy to? And the most important thing is that you need to be grounded so that you can hold space for others. But the work that you're doing is really important, okay? Because this change is going to be, it's a big change. And there are a lot of people who need you to be holding space for them, healing them, helping them. All right, but what's beautiful is we do get this Page of Pentacles, and I love how he's reaching out. And this pentacle here kind of looks like that orb that we see in the 2 and the 3 of Wands, really waiting for something, knowing that something is coming towards you, or you are moving towards it, but you are prepared and you are willing to meet it because you have prepared. Just like this King of Pentacles energy is saying, you know, you're holding that space, you're aligned, you're grounded, you know that this is what you were meant to do. Okay, again, this is very, very specific message to my healers and my light workers. This is you reaching out. This pentacle is, it's a seed that needs to be planted. This is offering help to others. Okay, but it's coming from a place of being completely prepared to meet whatever this is head on. Okay, whether it's helping others, you're going to see a lot more people coming to you for healing. You're going to see a lot more people coming to you for readings. If you're not, if you don't consider yourself a healer or a reader, you're going to see people that are going to need your anchored energy to, whether it's a shoulder to cry on, whether it's to be a sounding board to bounce ideas off of. They're going to need you to remember that. Also, the light always wins out over the darkness. And that's something that is just a fact. Okay? So if you even find yourself sort of getting sort of pulled into this sort of chaos, this vortex of, of insecurity and anxiety, which is understandable, you have to remember that you are prepared, that you chose to be here at this time, and you have so much to offer, and you can meet it head on. And the moment you feel like you can't, it's okay to step out and take a break. Whew, you guys. Whew. This is not how I thought this reading was going to go at all. But hey, it needs to come out. You need to hear it. We all need to hear it. Okay, let's pull some additional messages for the collective. I'm using the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Got it yesterday. It was crazy. They all came out in the waxing moon period, which is what we're in. I love when Spirit does that. Let's go ahead and see what additional messages we have for the collective. Hunger, the wolf moon, number 29. 29 breaks down to an 11. The wolf moon is, listen, this actually to me really speaks of the craziness that's going on right now, but it's also this call to action. So when a wolf is howling at the moon, they're usually announcing the death of someone or something, and I'm really hearing loud and clear from Spirit that this is the death of the old ways, and that's why you're seeing upheaval, you're seeing and sensing that anxiety and all of this change. This is also your call to action, because wolves cry out when they're lonely. Again, light workers, you guys are going to have a lot of work to do. This is the collective calling out, saying we need your help. Okay, so it's really important that you guys are healthy, that we're balanced, we're aligned, okay, and that we can hold the space for those of us who are calling us. It's also really important here, this wolf moon, to know that there are others that are suffering. Okay, and this hunger, this is this desire because they're suffering injustice, or they're suffering because they're physically ill, or they're suffering because they don't have the social and the actual resources to live a life of dignity. Okay, and so this is what we're getting, that eerie sound of the wolf howling at the moon. 29 breaking down to an 11, that's the need to balance this energy. And we're going to see a lot of people operating out of their shadow side, a lot of this violence, a lot of, the old ways are reacting to this change, to the new that's trying to be brought in. And there's going to be a need for that balance, okay? That yin yang energy, that masculine feminine energy, light versus dark, okay? But finding that balance, striking that balance. And again, a lot of the work falls squarely on the shoulders of light workers, and those of you healers and Reikiists, yogis, all of you listening to this message. The next card out is Assessing, number 9. Yeah, this is beautiful. So again, this is just reiterating what I was saying. You're going to feel the call from lots of different places. Again, we have a lot of retrogrades happening right now, so you're also going to be triggered by events that you thought you had healed and cleared, but you're also going to have to be really discerning and really assess who it is you're going to allow into your energy field, okay? Because, as empaths and as light workers, we have this tendency to, boom, open up that heart chakra, want to help you, the next person, everybody. But Spirit's saying you don't have to try to do everything for everyone. It's not necessary. You have to really assess the situation, because like the King of Pentacles, he knows in order to continue doing what he was meant to do, his true calling, his true purpose, he cannot bring himself down to zero. He cannot deplete his inner resources. He cannot give everything away to everyone, because then it won't be self-sustaining, okay? It won't be sustainable. Okay, and that you do not have to make the biggest sacrifice. You do not have to sacrifice yourself for anybody, okay, for anybody else. So again, assess the situation appropriately. And then you get purity, the snow moon. The purity, this is beautiful because this is the purity of your intentions. So I think a lot of you light workers out there, when you start to feel the energy of the collective, it's really important. So you're hearing the call. You need to assess, okay? You need to assess whose intentions are pure and whose aren't. Okay, the snow moon is about doing that exactly. It's about being very clear, okay, very clear in your communication as well, so that there's no misinformation, and that there are no lies, and that there are no ulterior motives, okay? And this includes, this includes the work that we do about being very open and being very honest. And again, if you need to pull away, that's okay. Don't feel guilty, because you can't do everything for everyone. You can't be everything for everyone, okay? Just as long as you keep your intentions pure and you really take, you're very discerning about the energies that are coming towards you at this time, because you have a very big and important role to play. And Spirit keeps telling me, those of you listening to this message, you chose to be incarnated here at this time, and you knew it wasn't going to be easy. So it's very important that you're aligned and you're balanced, so that you can hold space for those that need it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to make this major sacrifice that depletes all of your resources, okay? All of your energy and all of your resources. I know this is a very intense reading, you guys, but I do want you to remember that we do the overall energy here. Oh, look at this. I just noticed, look at this. So we get the Five of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And then we have the Star card underneath that, the need for healing, the need for following your own inner guidance, and it's also the need to deal with this major Tower moment that the whole world is experiencing, okay? Violence, protests, injustice, coronavirus, you name it, lack of resources, everything. Okay, additional messages for the collective. For June 2nd, 2020. Romantic love. The frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. This is interesting because this reading is not about romantic love, but this is for those of you who are specifically in union or who are coming into union. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. The purpose of this union, okay, is to have that explosion of light to be even stronger in healing the collective, okay? That it's not just about carnal love, okay? It's spiritual love. And for some of you, it may be spiritual and carnal love. Some of you, it's coming together in the 3D. Some of you, it's coming together in the 5D, but that's so you can be, one unit that is extremely strong, that's going to be helping the rest of the world get through this major change, okay? And spreading love and compassion. Spirit keeps saying unconditional love, unconditional love. Okay, and then you get, wow, solar plexus chakra. The frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. Right, so remember that also, this is not, you are not accountable for everyone. Okay, you're accountable for just what you were meant to do here, and our roles are all going to look very different. Okay, they're going to look very different. And I feel like this just sums up everything that I was just saying, right? That, that it's really important that you don't deplete yourself. You don't have to be everything to everyone. Your role is very distinct, and it's really important. The solar plexus chakra is about your courage, about your strength, about setting boundaries, because you're going to, you're going to hear a lot of people crying out. There are a lot of people who are going to approach you, but you need to assess also their intentions, because if it's people who have been doing the work, work, okay, then, you know, that's something that you might want to gravitate towards. But if it's somebody who's just crying out because they haven't been doing the work and they just want, you know, a quick fix or a band-aid over a problem, okay, then, you know, you're going to want to be discerning where you're giving and extending your energy. And Spirit just keeps telling me over and over again, you have to be really careful, because some people will have pure intentions, some people will not. Okay? All right. Final message for the collective. June 2nd, 2020. Final message for the collective, June 2nd, 2020. Wow. You know, I was thinking, can this reading get any more intense? Endings and beginnings. You guys, this is a brand new era. This is a new age. The shakeups, astrologers, psychics, tarot readers, everybody has been predicting everything that's going on. The upheaval, the virus, okay, the paradigm shift, that movement into the age of Aquarius. These are endings and new beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter, and that is not an easy process. All right, I'm going to read to you guys about Kali just to finish off this reading, but I sing praises to those whose hearts accept the universal order, which only appears to be chaotic and ever-changing. In actuality, everything... Sorry, did I read that right? I sing praises to those whose hearts accept the universal order, which only appears to be chaotic and ever-changing. In actuality, everything is designed down to the smallest detail to be in perfect operation. So again, for those of you who are feeling like you're getting sort of sucked into this vortex of chaos and anxiety, remember that Spirit always has a plan. The dance of the universe is a happy one, with energy swirling and twirling in a never-ending celebration of life itself. Join this dance, dear one, and enjoy the remarkable journeys of the weavings of the story of your life. Do not fear what appears to be a change or a loss. It's only the transitioning orbit of energy interplaying with you and your loved ones. Embrace it as evidence that you're alive. Embrace your deepest emotions as a signal of your true human essence. My light workers, you might want to pause this and listen to that message again, especially if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. If you're an empath, a healer, a reader, if you're starting to feel kind of overwhelmed with what's going on in the world right now and the energies that you're picking up on the collective, this is a very healthy reminder of what you are here to do. All right, the various meanings of this card are that your current changes are for the best. Keep your thoughts positive as they're very powerful. Okay, don't get pulled into that chaos, into that anxiety. What appears to be a loss is really the beginning of a happy new phase, right? That's what we're going through. The world is going through this. Let the past go. It's time to move on. This is Kali. She is the Hindu goddess, and she's feared by those who don't understand the natural cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. I cannot stress enough, for those of you who have been watching readings, listening to astrologers, psychics, you name it, all of this has been predicted, okay? It shouldn't be a huge surprise to many of us, although maybe we secretly hoped it wouldn't go this way, right? That things would be easier. But transition and change is never really truly easy. So it's important now that you stand in your strength, your alignment. Kali is the embodiment of Mother Nature, who cleanses away the old with natural storms and fires to make the ground fertile for new crops and life. Kali is the ultimate get things done goddess, and she's a powerful ally to those who call upon her. Like a wise stage mother, she'll push you beyond your comfort zone to reach the heights of your potential. Okay, you guys, I'm going to leave it there for you. I know this was an intense reading, but I have to deliver the messages that I'm getting, and they're for our highest and greatest good. Remember, you guys, I've got your back. I love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being on this journey with me, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Be safe, be well, and take care.